Hi everyone, welcome to Transmute Within. I'm Yolanda, I'm an energy alchemist, and today I want to talk more about the power of your imagination. Our imagination is a multidimensional portal of creation, where high vibrational information and light codes manifest into our reality. It is the spark that ignites the fire within us and gives us the power to transform our life. So today we're going to explore the magic of our imagination and how it can be used to discover your inner alchemy and master your energy. Before we begin, let's just do a little grounding, a little meditation to really allow us to tap into the present moment, because this is where all our power lies, here and now. So if you want to join me, just take a deep breath in, fully bring your awareness into your body, into your environment, and breathe light into your heart space. And as you exhale, send that light down through your body, down into the ground, deep within the earth, connecting with Mother Gaia. Allow that energy to float back up into your heart. Take another breath in and send that energy up through your crown into the cosmos, connecting with source energy. Beautiful. Now another breath in, expanding your pillar of light out into your body, out into your field, connecting with everything within you and all around you. Let's begin by just putting your hands together, activating your hand chakras, maybe pressing the center of your palms. I like to do my fingertips as well, because our fingertips actually emit more energy than our palms. So these practices are to help us be aware that our imagination, our mind, is a tool, and it allows us to bring the invisible into visible. We've been taught to see it, to believe it. But when we practice more of spirituality and we trust more in the universe and in our power, we believe it to see it. Let's begin by gently bringing your hands about 6 inches apart. And I want you to slowly move your hands back and forth. Bring your awareness to your palms. See if you feel that energy. Just sensing energy. Once you feel it, I want you to imagine a basketball in between your hands. Just visualize that basketball. Visualize the color, the shape, the size, the texture. And if you like, you can even say to yourself, there's a basketball in between my hands. And after you do that, I want you to gently put your hands closer together, and you're going to feel a slight resistance, a slight push, because you are feeling the aura of the basketball. That's cool. Now, let's try another one. We're going to put our hands 6 inches apart again and visualize a little tennis ball in between your hands. The color, the shape, the size, the texture. And say to yourself, there's a tennis ball in between my hands. And as you move closer, you're going to feel a slight aura that's a little smaller, because now you just created a tennis ball in between your hands. It's okay if you don't feel anything yet. We're just practicing and playing around, but bring your awareness to your palms if you don't feel any energy, because energy flows where our awareness goes. Now we're going to visualize and imagine that this tennis ball is actually a balloon. We're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to inflate this balloon with our breath. And as you imagine the balloon inflating, you're going to feel a slight push from your hands. Because the balloon is getting bigger and bigger as you inflate it with your breath. play around with that. And you can slap my hands. We're gonna try another practice. Now we're gonna bring our dominant hand, whatever your dominant hand is, it's where you emit energy. And your non-dominant hand is where you absorb energy. So we're gonna put our non-dominant hand, which is my left, as kind of like a canvas, a wall. And I want you to take your dominant hand and put two fingers together. And I want you to imagine your two fingers as a paintbrush. So I want you to visualize immense light coming out of your hand, shooting light out of your hands. And I want you to just paint a line of white light, golden white light. And you're going to feel a little tingling around on your non-dominant hand as you stroke your paintbrush. Breathe. Blasting more light. Once you feel that, isn't that cool? You can do circles if you like. You're going to feel that on your palms. Beautiful. Remember to be patient with yourself. Now we're going to go to the next practice. This one is one of my favorites. So I want you to bring your hands together equally, and I just want you to juggle them back and forth. Feel the same weight. And then I want you to put one hand down, and I want you to visualize an apple on your hand. Visualize the color, the shape, the size, the texture, and say to yourself, there's an apple in my hand. And once you do that, I want you to go back to balancing. Just juggle your hands. You're going to feel one hand heavier than the other because the power of your imagination just created an apple and you feel the weight of it. Isn't that cool? Now the next one is very powerful too. This one really allows us to remember how powerful we are, that the things that we think, the things that we say, we create into our reality. So take both of your hands and I want you to try to line them up equally. Line your hands up equally. And look at the top of your fingertips, of your middle finger. Notice if one is taller than the other. If it is the same height like mine, it doesn't matter which hand you use. But if one is longer than the other, I want you to put the longer hand down, okay? And keep the shorter hand up. Now I want you to look at your finger and I want you to say out loud, my finger, it's growing. It's getting longer. It's getting longer and longer and longer. It's growing so fast. My finger is getting longer. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And after you do that, I want you to align your hands back equally. And you're going to notice one finger longer than the other. And if you had a taller one, a shorter one, it might be equal size now. This is really cool. It really, when I started practicing this, I was like, oh my God. Our mind is so powerful. Our imagination is what accesses our magic and our psychic abilities. And everything I think I can create. If I can do this and grow my finger, then I can say, I'm healthy. I'm so healthy. My body is healing. It's healing so fast. I am in my highest primal health. And your body will shift into that reality. So these practices really allow us to believe in our power, really allow us to recognize that our imagination is the doorway, is the key to accessing our magical gifts. Imagination is key to discovering our inner alchemy and really mastering our energy. Play around these techniques and let me know how you feel and what comes up for you. Yeah. I love you. Stay connected because we're always protected.